Yes, people, into the final, the Europa League final. Big up if you come over from Rance's show and what we just did in the morning, broke down the game, talked a little bit about something else, community. You know how it goes, man. Right now, as you can see, the sun is trying to make me literally IC 1.5 or something like that because it's trying to roast me. I'm not, you can see, oh my days, that is not a good look at all whatsoever. You know how it gets, man, in this sunroof. But yeah, man, yesterday was nothing short of amazing. And you're going to hear my takes on it a little bit more. And we're going to talk a little bit about transfer stuff as well, because we need to, we need to see what the benefits are of this whole competition and what options we may have. And don't be surprised when you see mad names come out when we do win this damn competition, yeah? Deji was going to be on this show, but we thought, nah, you know what? We're going to push it to the next show, yeah? A little bit later on, me and Deji will go live. Yeah, we'll talk about this or yesterday and see who's going to go and win and do what business. But we are prevailing. We are going to win no matter what. We have got never a foul after this, straight after this, by the way. So stay tuned. Who's in the building as well? We got Lego in here. We've got Maboe as well. Mabo, what are you selling me? Israel, big up Cass. Love the stream with you. And Rants, let the stream get to 100 likes. I would love that, to be fair. We'll see how that goes, though. We've got Football Global says you must be Jamaican. Man said 5'10", show starting 6'10". Big up, Cass. I wait. Is that wait? I don't even know. I don't even know. Your Twitter say it doesn't exist. What doesn't exist? What doesn't exist? I'm confused. Big up Vado. Let me get the YouTube up because I need to put this into the morning. Shane, big up for becoming a member yesterday as well, man. I appreciate that. So much obliged and appreciate you. But yeah, yesterday, Man United's got their final chance. One final push. One more. Yeah? It's time to get that 90 in the bag. Not 120 and penalties. I'm clicking your link to follow it. That account doesn't exist. Might be a different one. You trying to follow MUFC Cass? My one's Cass Central. If you're looking for that. But one final push, and this is the difference. You might have seen my watch long yesterday. Yeah, I was stressing out. I was stressing out like no tomorrow. That's a fact. Stressing out. Yeah, but we got through in the end. I call it a blessing in disguise. But let me ask you lot: is that the lineup that you lot wanted as well? Because that's what I wanted at first. Exactly, bar for bar. I was gonna do a preview, but I was too knackered. Like I was too busy doing other things, right? So I couldn't even drop my preview, right? But it was exactly this. I hold my hands up. But Old Trafford yesterday, yeah, big up LJ. What are you telling me? Yesterday, yeah, no joke. You could hear Old Trafford, innit? But you could also hear their fans. And it's something I love about United fans, yeah. There's always that belief in it. There's always that belief, and certain clubs can't have that. Certain clubs can't have that. I feel like we're just built a little bit differently to most clubs. It's like we always have to go a goal down, and this is throughout years, even in our good periods, even in periods where we get like we're starting to get going again. We always have to go down 1-0 or something, and it's always that little something that tells you in the back of your mind, I feel like we're gonna win this. You know, when it comes to high pressure moments, more time than less. Obviously, we could have won a little bit more of a Champions League in the past, but there's always that moment. We always have moments to capitalize, right? But when, like my man says, King, when we have Ahmad, anything is possible. The man is a little magician. When he's on job, he's on job. He hasn't exactly had the authority yet to push for a start against, Tottenham in the past. He was still finding, his fitness and whatnot. So this time, I'm hoping he's going to be fit enough to really give them hell. Because if you're going to run at anyone to make sure they have a bit of a bozo moment and eat some grass, it's going to be Van der Ven. If we play someone like Garnacho against Van der Ven, he's going to get eaten up. If we play, even they're going to have Romero, can he get sent off? The guy's head's going to get rattled as he usually does. Big upcast preview, 7 rants for the Europa League. Hey, on the agenda now, I'm going to make sure that could be something. That should be something. And that has to happen. without that, you know what? And Deji, he's got to be a 2-on-2, innit? I'll ask for that. I'll ask anyways. We could do like a live show, probably couple days before something. I'll get something cooking maybe. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. Colosamiro, man of the match. I don't know who you lot's man of the match was. I saw a lot of different ones. Some might say Lenny Yoro, Casemiro. You know what the beauty of it, yeah, was for me, right? We'll see when Casemiro scored his goal. And I'm a little bit all over the place right now. But when I was about to call him Casemiro, yeah, Casemiro, basically. When he scored his goal, like the crowd was like doing that Casemiro, and then he goes and scores. It's like it's written for us at the moment. It's like it really is written. I don't know what's happened with him recently, but whether you want to credit maybe the management of it or maybe just him as a professional, he's taken things serious. He really does love this club. Like his kids are settled. And we was always talking about, oh, well, what if a fee comes in for him this summer? I'm like, we always do this. Like a player might have a few good games and then we change our mind if we want them to stay or go. But right now, if he maintains what he's doing, doesn't get sent off, has a good run of games, can he be relied upon next season? Can he do it again? Is it like he might be getting paid a lot of money, which he is, but there's always value in experience. Experience alone, he knows what it's like to win. I think there was a Marwan, Ems yesterday on Sai show, and I have to agree. And this is where I'm kind of contemplating where I'm at, and I don't even know where you lot's heads at as well at the moment with him. It's just he's gonna go on a free regardless. I don't think he'll get a new deal or anything like that. And I think he knows that if he is to go next season, right? But this season, like, you got to think about, there might be a lot of players that come in that haven't won anything. And you need that guy that's gonna be in and around the dressing room. A little bit like Zlatan, even when he was injured, yeah? You lot will remember this. He's got to show these players what it's like to win and the desire. You got to just build winning mentality no matter what through certain players and the coach, of course. So yeah. What's this? As Bob Marley once sang, big up Hyper. Is the sun is shining, the weather is sweet, yeah, make you want to move your winning feet now. What? But to be fair, the sun is shining, I am winning, and the weather is sweet, so yeah, you might be right in that part. What would you lot would do with Casemiro in the summer? Because I'm thinking Champions League, yeah. I think he deserves one more run. Maybe like, I don't even know if we're going to get a fee for him. I feel like if he wins the Europa League, there's going to be a bit of a buzz. There might be some offers, but I don't think he's going to want to go at the same time. It's a joke what he provides in the air. It's a joke what he's been providing just in the middle of the park. And I can't help but think, like, you're not going to build a team around him. But if you have a certain player next to him, or a certain player like even like an Edison next to him, maybe even someone that he can pass you forward, his job becomes a little bit more easy. A little bit like what Modric used to do. Remember back then, the way they used to build up with Casemiro, he wouldn't be the one that's doing first phase. Kroos would either pick up the ball, or sometimes it would be Modric if Kroos isn't even playing. He would do that for him. We should be able to do that for him as well. I don't think we can command anything higher than 20 or 25 million for him, just due to his age as well. He's getting a lot older, and obviously he's got 1 year left on his contract. Some of you might go back to Fabinho and use that as a reference. But the thing with Fabinho is he was winning stuff. He was failing, but like as in terms of his body. But I don't think Saudi are going to be stupid enough to throw that amount of cash this time around. They had to do that so they can tempt clubs to probably build good relations with him. So I don't feel like we're going to command that. Do you get rid of Casemiro? What's this? Don't fear Spurs whatsoever. My only worry is Solanke always seems to score against us. He's the danger man for them. 100%. If we can get 40 million in the summer, we should be able to cash in. It's a safe bet. 40 million would be a tempting offer, 100%. But I just love what he's bringing to the team. I really am. And I will say it again, when it comes to the Champions League, you're going to need someone like Casemiro. He's still going to provide you something. Don't get me wrong. The opposition's a lot better, but it's a little bit what Rant said, yeah? You're seeing Mkhitaryan's balling out there. You're seeing older guys that pretty much shouldn't really have top careers anymore because they've done kind of been bozos in the past. Like, you're seeing them thrive. It's all about, like, how do you cater to the system to get the best out of a player? Do we have good balance? United need good balance. Sell him 34 next year. His knees are receding faster than Eriksen's hairline. That's crazy. Big up Danny Walshy in the building. Big up Cass and respect to the live chat. Love to say that. I don't know what likes we're on. Let me double check. We're on 31 likes. We can definitely move higher than that. But yeah, I think Casemiro's leadership and experience is priceless, man. It is priceless. We aren't winning the champs. Rather just build a team, let him go. But let me counter you on that then, Mino, yeah? Let me counter you on that. The further you move into, obviously I don't believe we're winning no Champions League in it. I'm with you on that one. I think no one's stupid, right? But when it comes to progressing further into the competition, you earn a lot more money. So on that notice, you might need someone like Casemiro to push you in that kind of scenarios to make sure you earn that little bit more money. It might be worth more than just selling him this summer alone, even that, like, rather than get rid of that experience and also, you know, getting a lot more through revenues and stuff like that, TV money, rights, all that good stuff that we desperately need right now. Casemiro this season from Ronin says ranks top 1% in defensive actions, top 13% in aerials, touches and chances created, and top 9% for shots among CDMs. That's wow. Keep Casemiro and offer him a youth coaching role when he retires. I think he'd be interested in coaching. He seems like that kind of character. Winning Europa League would be great. Big up Shane. Would be great early present for my birthday on 1st of June. When is the final? When is the final, by the way? What date is it? Let me know. I haven't. Is it the 26th? Is it the 26th? No, because we play Villa, innit? On the 25th or 26th. It's gotta be, is it gonna be 1st of June? 22nd of May. Wait, hold on. Is it 21st or 21st or 22nd? It says here we are playing. Actually, it doesn't say yet. It hasn't even been confirmed. Oh, no, it does. 21st of May on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday? On a Wednesday? Hey, brother, that's 12 days away. I'm like, that's 12 days away. That's so close. It's not even 2 weeks away. That's mad. That's the earliest final I've ever seen. It's the FA Cup final. When's the FA Cup final? I'm pretty sure that's being played after that. What the hell? We need the Casemiro's experience and leadership. I don't want to end up like Chelsea where they lost Thiago. So that's where I'm at, though. That's exactly where I'm at. That's why I've got a feeling I just don't want to lose him at the moment. But even moving on from Casemiro, someone that is showing a little bit more quality is Lenny Yoro, man. I don't know how. Wait, what's this? Lenny Yoro, strength to strength to strength, yeah? Last 10 games, yeah? All greens. All greens, yeah? So if you want to do the stat-based thing, and he's a defender, by the way, and I think one of those games he got a goal in, so that obviously boosts rating. This man just, you don't even need, yeah, stats to tell you that this guy is crap. You don't need stats. Just watch him. Just watch him with the eye test. The eye test approves of Lenny Yoro. I will still say he does need to, he needs to get a little bit more strength about him. You know, he's going to bulk up. People forget, like, he's 19 years of age, yeah? Or he might even be coming on to 20 years of age. He might even be 20 now. He's still growing into that body. Do you know what I mean? He's still growing into a man's body. You can't lie, like, by next season, after he's got a pre-season in properly, you know, last pre-season, he got he injured his, I think it was his metatarsal on his foot, and he was out for a few months. Once he gets a good pre-season in, he's got a good plan on him. This guy's just going to be even better. I don't think people understand, yeah, how good this man can really be. He is so good, and I'm hoping that he reaches that potential of what Real Madrid was seeking so they can hold that one, yeah? They can hold that one. I still think and believe, yeah, that he's going to be Man United's, he's going to be the future of Man United, maybe in the middle of the three in his future career, obviously like maybe 2-3 years down the line. But right now, out wide, he's learning his craft. Out wide, he's becoming a lot better in situations. He's not diving into tackles. He's not being that rash. And that's something that he used to do quite a lot. He used to go to ground a lot. He's such a top player at right now with obviously he's moving quite class. Even in the Premier League, he comes on the field, right? I think he came on against Brentford and yet again, still having a good game, still adding that extra something that we need, showing this is the levels, you know? I feel like he's got so much more to give. And I think one thing that we haven't seen of him as of yet, in my opinion, is I kind of want to see, and especially next season, because I think we're going to have a better team, obviously, is more of those diagonals that he's so good at. The passing, like even to Mason Mount yesterday, even into Garnacho, just the little flicks. Something that Mazraoui does quite well, and we praise him for. It's the same thing that Lenny Yoro's doing. He's a baller, very composed, and I'm very like, I'm quite, even for me, I'm quite shocked how composed he is on the ball. Like, there's only one part of the game yesterday where he gave it away and then he won it straight back, which is fair play, right? Make a mistake, go win the ball back, do what you need to do. That's your job. But it's like the way he hesitates a little bit and makes sure that he's doing the correct pass. He done it so many times yesterday, and he done it against Brentford as well. And if I'm correct, going back, he done it even the game before, even against Lyon. But yeah, he needs to still be protected. He still needs to be protected, because one thing I don't want to happen to him when there's someone of high potential is overdoing it. And you can praise him now, but when he does have a bad game, you know what's going to happen, innit? With rivals, etc., etc. They're going to absolutely rain hell down on his name. But that's fine. But that's fine. He's still learning on the job at the end of the day. And you know what? I don't see how he doesn't become much, much better. I'll be real. And I'm still excited to see how Aiden Heaven... I'm kind of excited to see how Aiden Heaven, sorry, repeat myself twice, gets to. Like, he also seems like another kind of like Lenny Yoro a little bit. Does that make sense? But a little bit more of a brute. Again, cold with his feet, cold in driving into the space into midfield. Imagine having two of those. We got Mazraoui already, but it's so... Mazraoui's so good. He's just undroppable. Do you get it? But I love Mazraoui, yeah. Hand on the heart, I love Mazraoui, yeah. But is no one else interested in seeing like three giants in your back line? You know? Like, I just kind of want to see the licked Yoro and Heaven. I kind of just want to see it once and see how it goes. I want to see what it's like aerially for us. I feel like we'll have a lot going for us. Do you know what I mean? Am I the only one that wants to kind of see that potentially? Because I want to see it in pre-season. I want to see how it does. Honestly, I'm so curious. I've got a curiosity of a cat. We ain't trying to be Stoke, mate. No, but they're all good on the ball, though. It's not that we're trying to be Stoke. It's trying to like... I imagine this then, IDK, yeah? Obviously, we got a few midgets in our team. But you got a back line that's 6'3" plus. And then we might get this Vanya guy from Torino, yeah, who's 6'7", yeah, this absolute juiced up Serbian. That's not a bad back line to think of. Not only are we going to be good at attacking set pieces, but we're also going to be good, let alone on defending set pieces. And something that killed us against Brentford was exactly what? Anytime there was a cross going into the back post or maybe a corner, they make situations. And you need height in there at the end of the day. You need it, no matter what. Heaven, Yoro don't look like the most dominant in the earth to be... Well, I'm not going to lie. Heaven looks very dominant from what we saw in it. We saw what Heaven can do. He's very strong. So he's more strong. He's definitely a lot more strong than Lenny Yoro. And actually, to be fair, I don't know. Like Heaven's... I don't know. I don't know. I think because obviously Aiden Heaven hasn't had mad PR or that hype. Obviously, Yoro's had a year's more men's football, a year and a half, maybe even going on 2 seasons more experience than obviously Heaven. So that would work. Did someone say no NAF stream? Yeah, there's a NAF stream. Yeah, of course there is. It's after this in 5 minutes. I probably need to change the time on it. You know what? Let me do that now so people don't get confused. But yeah, I'm proud of the team yesterday, the way it responded. We needed that as a fan base. 1,000,000% needed that as a fan base. It's just like, now it's that final push. Who needs to be dropped? Who needs to get going forward? You know, I know exactly what I would do. And as much as Rance might want a Kobe Minu maybe to start, maybe not. I'm not too sure when we were just talking about it. I actually don't. I don't think starting Kobe in the final unless he proves himself against, I don't know, man, West Ham's and Chelsea, right? I don't see him having a starting spot at the moment. I'm kind of reserved to having Dorgu on the right. I'm kind of reserved to having Ahmad in the right attacking mid spot because he adds that extra little bit of juice, right? And even right now, if Mount can keep up some sort of form, I'm having him in the other attacking mid spot. And then I'm having Bruno Fernandes next to Casemiro. I really want to take the game to Tottenham. Like, I don't want to take the game to us and we have to respond. Left wing back, I don't know who's that. That's another situation for another day, right? But maybe it could be Mazraoui and maybe it also could be Dorgu on the left-hand side instead. I don't mind it either way. I just really want to win this game and I want to kill it in the first half. One thing I know that Tottenham ain't doing, they're not coming back if we score 2 goals. I'm not, look, a lot of you might hate me, but I'm not joking, yeah? I'm having Luke Shaw left wing back. He's got the best delivery and he's still more composed than what we've got out wide other than Mazraoui. I need Mazraoui in that back line. I need it. I want it. I deserve it. Yeah? And I want Yoro there and I want De Ligt. I need De Ligt to be fit. I just don't know how quick he can get back. It's so unfortunate he got injured when he did. He's meant to be back next week. We'll see what happens there. But Ahmad is special, man. I don't even know where to really even start with this man. It's like he doesn't even need a run of games to get going again. No, left centre back, I don't want to see Shaw ever again. It's like you don't even need a run of games at Ahmad. He just comes in and he's already found the rhythm. Do you know what I mean? You know, we gave Alanga rhythm of a dancer. Where the hell is that? Get out of it, man. With Ahmad, where's Ahmad's song? I've heard one song and I've never heard it in a stadium. Honestly, guy is so sick. The guy is so wavy, man. And then obviously Hoyland's Hoyland, isn't it? We ain't got no other choices. It's a shame that Xerxes injured, yeah. But one thing they don't have is James Maddison. And one thing we definitely have is clutch man them, innit? That's what we got. We got the clutch winners. Anyways, people, I thought I'd just talk about that briefly. Make sure you like and subscribe. I don't know if you lot have liked and subscribed, but I've got never a foul now. So yeah. On that notice, we shall be going over there and we shall win that final. And I'm pretty sure we're going to continue this conversation with George and the rest of the crew in a bit.